Good Monday morning to all of you in LifeWave Land and our Live Younger community. We are so excited to be here today, even more than usual, because we just came off of 2.5 incredible days in Orlando. And those of us who were there are really jazzed and feeling the energy. And I don't know what it would be like. I mean, I have done virtual conferences, and yes, I get excited. And we definitely want to hear from you guys as well, who were virtual. But we may have this call be just a little different because we just had a historic event, right, Gregory?
No
historic,
kidding.
a historic event this weekend with an unveiling of a couple of new products and an unveiling of David Schmidt's newest brainchild genius. I mean, out of the box. I mean, how about off the planet, right, Gregory? I mean, just like out of this world. We had no idea what to expect. But anyway, welcome to all of you. We are so happy you are here. My name is Michelle Niels, Joy Michelle Niels. And just in case you have not been on a call before, we want to give you a special Live Younger community welcome. So welcome to this beautiful, expanding, growing, passionate, enthusiastic group of people. And we have the most incredible leaders in Robin and Gregory. Those of us who were at convention got to see even more their heart, their heart for service, and the love of our community. And on Friday, we all wore white shirts or white dresses or whatever. It was just so fun to see the sea of white in the hall with 1,100 participants. So the purpose of our call on Mondays today will be probably a little different because of the conference, but it's our chance to come together and share our love of the patches, our love of this community, our testimonials, any questions. So all is welcome. And we will, I'm sure, be hearing from people who had experiences at the conference. We're not going to talk so much about the conference, right, Gregory? That's more for tomorrow night. Mm-hmm. We're still focused on testimonials and stuff, but you know, that stuff's going to come out. So I'm not going to like have this, this hard and fast rule because those of us who were at the conference are surely going to be expansive in our sharing. So we're not going to be limiting it just to testimonials with the patches. But anyway, I just wanted to give claims. We do it every time that, you know, the LifeWave patches do not treat or cure or heal, prevent any disease or disease condition. So when you do your awesome sharing, please remember to speak about symptoms only. And we are growing. People are popping on. So welcome. If you're new to our community, please raise your hand. Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, especially if you've never been on this call, because we'd like to specifically welcome you. So how you raise your hand is you go to the bottom of your screen. There's a reaction button. You click on that, and then there's a raise hand button. So everyone is welcome. We can't wait to hear from you. We've got a couple people already, Julianne and then John. So Julianne, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm really happy to be here. And I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Barbara Jennings for coming to my rescue when I was having some imbalances in my ears, and just that shift and the loving community of it. But what I really want to share today is not about the convention, but about the Eon patch. And Dr. Barbara said to put them here. I get ear blockage, a lot of pain where I want to be in tears. I will literally be in tears as the plane is taking off or landing because of the pressure. Well, I put the patches here and took off fine, landed fine, no pain, no discomfort, no, that cringing that I get. It all just was so smooth and easy. So thank you for that recommendation, Dr. Barbara. And so glad to have met so many people at convention, and just the inspiration that Dr. I mean, David Schmidt and his vision for the future of this company has just blown me away. And it was our first convention, and my husband walked away with such a huge vision. He's like, yeah, I'll use the patches. Yeah, okay. But he came home and our parents picked us up, his parents picked us up from the airport, and he sat there and shared for an hour, talking to him about the conference, talking to him about the patches, gave them patches, and they're all like, okay. So having him there was just, so it was such a blessing, and to see his eyes just was like in awe of everything. And he's a very shy introvert person, so he's just kind of in the shadows, but he was actually sharing with the person next to us on the plane home. So that was huge for him. So sorry, I took a little longer, but
No, that's
it was so amazing.
beautiful, Julianne. Thank you. Oh my gosh, it's impossible. How can we not just, just burst with excitement with this? I mean, it would be painful to hold this in. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Julianne. All right, John Ward. Hello, buddy.
Good morning. I'll reserve my excitement to this. Just let me share this testimony first. My first cousin's daughter-in-law was a customer of mine starting in February, became a distributor, doing excellent, never been in network marketing ever. She's one of my top people. But she shared a story, just wearing X39. She had, how should I say this? She had issues with her breasts, and she's had those issues twice. And the last time they had to remove her lymphs under her armpits. So she had to be really careful shaving. In July, she shared with me that she now has sensation again. And so you take that for what it's worth. I see it as regeneration of nerves. And what an amazing testimony. What an amazing experience for a woman to be able to have that experience, especially what she's been through. So now to my excitement. The weekend was blow away. Not just in the conference, but the people that I met. There were probably 1,200 people there. Egos were at a minimum. And it was all heartfelt sharing, heartfelt people. The new product is blow away. I'm just beyond, but that's not what got me. David's mission really came to life to help humanity and the planet. And that hit me in the heart and hit me in my heart center, hit me in my head. And it just deepened my commitment to LifeWave. And the people that were honored for their humanitarian work already, in a guy from Poland helping the people in Ukraine, the guy here in the States builds a giant team and has time to help people with addiction. So, and there were others, and I have a newfound respect for the Asian people. They are truly heart-centered. So I wrote about that this morning, David's mission. We are not a network marketing company just for products. We are a network marketing company with vision, mission, because we have a CEO who is the inventor and is inventing with that passion and that mission in mind.
John, quick question for you, it's Gregory. Look at that cool shirt.
I was gifted this shirt because someone got it and it was too large for them and they
Oh
gave
my
it to me.
gosh.
I did not catch it.
Oh,
On after many of the speakers, there would be staff, the corporate staff, that would jump up on stage with these, what would you call those things, Gregory or
a
John?
big air gun.
Air gun, and they were filled with the t-shirts and they're shooting them out into the audience. It was like people were going crazy trying to grab the shirts.
That was very
Yeah, yay, John. That was a beautiful share, John. Very heartfelt, and perfectly said. I couldn't say it better. We are so lucky, you guys. Those of you who weren't there in person, I'm hoping you were on the virtual conference and you got the feeling of who David is even more deeply. So, all right, we have John and then Kira and then Tammy. Go ahead, John. Unmute, please.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I want to apologize. I'm a little sleepy in Seattle today. I had a long trip from Orlando to Seattle and getting in a little bit late yesterday. But yeah, just as a segue into what John was saying earlier, I was just blown away by everything about the convention, especially the vision of David Schmidt. I can't imagine anybody being more for humanity than this guy. And I think somebody once, I think, was saying that he truly is the Iron Man of today. So yeah, this is my third convention. If you count the Las Vegas one, which was not virtual, was live, and then the Nova, and then this one. And I think what inspired me most about this one was really the organization of the event was so good. And I was so happy to see how much entertainment was provided. And I had a wonderful opportunity. Actually, we bumped into each other in the lobby one day. And this was Ariana DeWing, who's the dancer who performed. And me being, I was a dancer all my life. I'm doing something different now, like LifeWave and one other thing. But we got to be pretty good friends over the course of the convention. And actually was able to get her a front table right in front of the stage after she came off from doing her performance. And she was at this table with David Jumper, who's been in the company since the very beginning, and a number of his team. And of course, they just had a lot of things that they wanted to ask her. And she's at one point, she just started crying because she looked over and he says, John, I didn't know what to expect. He says, I don't know why so many people are coming up to me and telling me that how moved they were about my performance, and they've been so nice to me. And I said, I just looked at her, I said, well, of course, how couldn't you figure that out, because she really was such an amazing inspiration. And her testimony was out of this world. I was literally getting chills up my spine listening to it, because I know how hard it is to have a career as a dancer and to be in that world and the sacrifices it takes. So I'm so glad that somebody like that is in the LifeWave family. And she's on a mission now after this. I can tell you, after this convention, she's on a mission to bring LifeWave to as many people as she can.
Beautiful share, John. Yeah, she was talking about dancers and, being somewhat marginalized, over the last couple of years. And I saw it, from the lockdowns and stuff. And yes, she truly, she brought a lot. She was absolutely beautiful. We had stellar athletes that were sharing all weekend long. And I don't think I met you, John. I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you. It was, I reckon that there were 1,100 people, so you just couldn't meet
anybody. A lot of people there. I did.
Nice to see you here this morning. Glad you got home safe. All right, Kira, you are next.
Thank you. A product testimonial first.
Please, yes.
I spoke about, let's see, in June I had a month-long bout with 150 to 200 insect bites of varying from mosquitoes to crawly things to all sorts of things when I was in Italy. And my left arm, as I reported then, was swollen for a week. I've since recovered from that, and then about 2 weeks ago, I got a single insect bite on that same arm, and the swelling immediately within 5 minutes was the size of I'm trying to think of what comes to mind is $2 half side by side. But you've got to know what a $half is. So let's say two quarters side by side, and the swelling was immediate. So I immediately put on glutathione and an X39, and I saw results, within a short period of time. During the day, and then at night, I used the Eon on the bite area, and I just kept that up. And it took a couple of days to see results and see my the lack of a bump where that single bite was generated. The new product, Shine Spray, was that with the energy enhancer is how I managed to make my plane on Sunday morning.
You had an early flight, didn't you,
I
Kira?
had an early flight, but I had an even earlier Uber. And I needed some little help to be sure that I didn't miss my ride. And I still had to pack after I left the dinner. So there was a testimonial about the effectiveness of the energy enhancer and the Shine that kept me going. And I still got an hour's worth of sleep, and I still made all my connections, and I'm back in the dry country again. For me, one of the most radical introductions that David made was the drone. I don't think of drones in terms of huge vehicles that can go as far as that drone and do what that drone will do, the humanitarian cargo. So that was for me one of the many, and I will not go into the others, but the camaraderie, meeting other people on this team was phenomenal, to see people in person, and everything everybody else has already said.
Ditto, right? Ditto.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Tammy, you are next.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Are you unmuted, Tammy?
I am.
Yes, can hear you now.
Okay. Wonderful. Good morning. Sorry I missed convention, but I was having a little triumph of myself. I participated in what in Colorado is known as the hardest bike or cycling race, the Triple Bypass, on Saturday. So it is a 110-mile bike race from Evergreen to Vail, and I accomplished it. This is my second attempt. Last year, I only made it halfway, and it is all because of X49. So ever since November of last year, I've been wearing X49 consistently with X39, and it has made all the difference in my training. On race day, I had 2 patches of energy on. So I had energy on my feet, energy on my lungs, X39, X49. And it was a pretty crappy day. Like, it was raining constantly, but it was amazing to finish. And it took me 12 hours to finish it. So I was not going fast, but I was able to finish. And the cool thing was my knees were on fire. I feel like my thighs, they were okay, sore, but my knees, the repetition of hours and hours of cycling was really hard. So I made it off the bike. First thing I did is stick an Eon on each of my knees, and it was wonderful. like instant pain relief, and I was able to enjoy the rest of the evening and drive home with no pain. So huge triumph for LifeWave patches for me.
Tammy, I want to see you on stage at one of these conventions sharing that you were not a cyclist. It's not like you've been a cyclist your whole life, right, Tammy? This is a recent athletic pursuit, right?
Very recent. I turned 40 and I've been doing it for 2 years, and it's all because of LifeWave. I'm a cyclist today.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you for the beautiful share. How many miles was that ride?
It was 110,
Woohoo,
and it
girl.
had 11,000 feet of climbing.
What?
Pure climbing. So
Oh my gosh, we salute you. We salute
Okay.
you. We congratulate
It
you.
was
Good job.
X49. Love that stuff.
Good job. Beautiful. Thank you for that exciting
Thank you.
share. Thank you. Sat Sunder. Hello, my friend. Come on. You need to unmute. We can't hear you.
A few weeks ago, I was in my local natural food store and I was talking to a woman who's been working there for 24 years. And we were talking about, stem cells, et cetera, et cetera. And she was telling me that she absolutely loves her job, she loves interacting with people, but that from her hips down, from being on the hard floors, it was just really impossible for her to continue to work and was considering retiring. So we had discussions about the patches and she said, well, I'm willing to give it a try. And I said, one of the things that you have to remember is that it may not be immediate. It may take a period of time. Commit yourself to 90 days. So she said, well, I understand that because I have people who come into the store and they want to take a vitamin and think that, they take one day of a vitamin and they're completely, whatever issues they have are resolved. So she said, I understand that completely, committed to doing it for 90 days. And I checked in with her a couple of weeks later and she said, not noticing anything yet. And then I went in last week and she comes up to me, she says, I'm so glad you're here. And I go, why is that? She said, I have a story to share with you. She goes, for 3.5 weeks, nothing happened. I didn't notice anything. And then one morning I woke up and all the pain and discomfort that I had in my hips down through my legs is completely gone. And I'm just over the moon about, how I feel. And I don't have to quit my job now. So, so it was really nice. And I think it's just a good reminder that as amazing as these patches are, they don't work overnight and everybody's going to respond differently. So it's just important when we do share with people that we let them know that for each person, it's going to take a different amount of time. So
I love that reminder. We need that reminder on a regular basis, Satsunder. So thank you. In fact, Dr. Barbara and I were talking on the plane ride home back to Denver yesterday that like when you talk to people, do you give a percentage? Because I've heard David Schmidt actually say, a percentage of people that will have a response in the first few days. And Dr. Barbara and Jaron we're both saying, no, we don't like to go with percentages. We say some, under commit and over deliver, right, Gregory? Under commit and over deliver. So when we share, if we say, like Ron Rabin, who gives only one patch, just one patch as a sample, will say, you might not feel anything. Some people do. Some people feel it in the first few days, and many people it'll take weeks to even a few months. So just be very low key about it. And just again, Satsunder, get them to commit. I mean, I say to people, if you're not willing to commit to 90 days, I would rather that you not even do it. Kind of like, well, here, but this is too precious. And I'm not going to give it to you if you're not going to, I'm not going to, encourage you to do this, take this step if you're not willing to commit to your health because you didn't get here overnight, as you said, it takes time. So thank you. That was beautiful. Who else would like to share from convention or we have 89 people on. So who else would like to speak up about what you got, if with a testimonial or what you got from convention? We're going to have another call tomorrow night focused on the convention, but who else would like to share? Hello, Shannon.
Good morning, Michelle. Are you
No
picking on
pressure,
me?
Shannon. I think Dr.
no
Barbara, I
pressure.
asked her to be on and She's walking her dog. I'm picking on you.
Yes. Well, good morning, everyone. I'm happy to be on the
Here.
call with all of my amazing LifeWave family. This is my first convention, and what convention to choose. And yes, I too was absolutely blown away. The reveal of that drone was something I didn't know I would get so excited about, but the heart of the reason why it was developed, and that's to help a whole lot of people around this world, no matter what. And I think he said it only takes 100 feet, or was it 100 yards to land that aircraft? Either way, it's not a lot of room. And that means we can help people immediately with patches or food supplies or medical supplies. And that just goes to show you what David's doing with all that money that he's earning from LifeWave, and not only developing patches, but he's moving towards a vision, and that's to make this a better planet and healthier people as we move forward. And that was something I could get behind. And I tell you, just meeting every single person along the way, it was so serendipitous, if you want to use that term. It was just breakthrough after breakthrough, and lots of love and acceptance, provision that happened. I just can't even describe to you how grateful I am for the opportunity to be at this convention, meet everyone, be encouraged, inspired, and have a new heart for this company, and working towards my own vision and helping a lot more people. And I'm looking forward to Aruba coming up, as well as next year's convention, wherever that might be. So thank you so much, Michelle, for embracing your arms around me, loving me so much, believing in me for all these months, and throughout the years for that matter. So lots of love to you and Gregory,
Oh.
Miss Helen, everyone, Robin, appreciate all of you.
I love you, Shannon. Thank you. So happy you were there.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
Michelle, I just want to jump in and piggyback on what Shannon was sharing. You know, and some of you have heard me say this, you know, been around the industry for a long time. And I got to tell you, most owners of most companies are more interested in the big car, the big boat, the big house, the big plane, you know, the big ego, the big everything. And our owner is more interested in changing lives of individuals, one person at a time, and the planet as a whole. And, you know, and to consider how God only knows how much he spent the last couple of years to develop that drone, millions of dollars, I'm sure. And that comes out of his own pocket. That's not you know, maybe it comes out of the comfort, but I don't know where it comes from, but it didn't come out of our paycheck.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, he is so committed to enhancing the human condition. And John put a wonderful post up this morning, and I put it, you know, thank you, John. And I put it into our Live Younger Facebook group, and he wrote about David in there. And I encourage everyone to get on and read it, you know, because David is really just so committed to really enhancing the human condition. And we are his army that's going to help him do that, you know. And so, gosh, I mean, talk about, you know, being, you know, with a company, with a cause and a mission, you know, and talking with Lori. She brought it up yesterday morning when she came to our wrap up meeting, says, you know, we're a company that's about purpose more than profit. And when there is profit, it's going to be put to good use, you know.
Oh, yes, that's right, Gregory. And we are going to be start being called brand partners, right?
Yes. Yep.
Instead of
that's our new term. We're all partners, every one of us, with LifeWave, with David. And one of the things that John said, or we said, I don't know, but I really think David is like the Nikola Tesla of health and wellness. You know, he's just a gift to the planet and a gift to us. So we are, as you were saying, Michelle, when it comes tomorrow night, we're not having a call tonight. We postponed our Monday evening call because a lot of people are still traveling home. But tomorrow night, we're going to have a wonderful wrap up, you know, convention highlights call. So everyone can load it up. You can bring your friends, bring your prospects. You know, we'll have 1,000 lines available. So, you know, we're not going to blow the lines out, probably. Who knows? We might. but I know that you'll be hearing from some of the most enthusiastic attendees at the conference, both virtually and physically. So some of you that were there virtually, we want you on tomorrow night with us. So reach out to Robin and I. Let us know if you'd like to participate in tomorrow's call. We probably won't be able to accommodate all of you, but we want to get as many people sharing from the conference to just bring that love, light, spirit, and enthusiasm to the call tomorrow night.
Yes,
So,
amen. And Gregory, it'll probably be a longer call. We need to just be ready for that. It's not going to be half an hour tomorrow night. Plan on 45 minutes or more. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
you're probably
beautiful.
right.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Gregory. So why don't we take the 2 more hands
Go
that
ahead.
are up and then we can wrap it up, huh? Does that sound good,
Go ahead.
Gregory?
Yes.
Okay, Corey, you're next, and then Dr. Barbara.
All right. Hello, everybody. I was blessed with the opportunity to be able to make it to the convention. And upon coming home, I was talking to a friend that I believe that has to be the greatest assembly of human beings on the planet that I've ever experienced, because someone said that leaving ego at the door, and that starts with David Schmidt. This is a company where it starts at the top and it trickles down, and you can see it because this company and this experience has, and my sponsor actually paid for my ticket to get there. So the power of investing in someone, this company does that. It's things like this that I've never seen in another company. And it's given me the energy to speak up about it, because ordinarily I would not want to raise my hand and speak on things like this. But the power and the energy that I received from just being in that environment is very, very indicative of how everybody in the company so far that I have met, everybody shares the same passion, the same vision. And this company allows people like me to come in at an equal level playing field as somebody like, a medical doctor or a medical professional. And I have very limited, I've never worked in network marketing. I've only been doing this 60 days. But the pure energy that I have, that I know that I have a fair chance, just like anybody else, because of the people that I've met and the people that embrace the company and its true core values, is an experience that is out of this world.
You said that beautifully, Corey. Thank you. That was just perfect.
I was having to tap into the spirit. I was like,
You
God,
were
please help me with this one.
in. You were
Right.
tuned in and turned on. I'm telling you, bro. That was beautiful. Thank you,
Thank
Corey. You might need to share tomorrow night. Okay, thank you, Dr. Barbara. And we'll end with Barbara. Are you there, hon?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Okay, she might be on mute because she's walking her dog. Barbara? Okay, all
I'm,
right.
Can-
You're girl.
can you hear me?
Yep. We got
Okay.
it.
All right, I'm not on mute. I just got back from walking the dog.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to, just a couple things. I could repeat a lot of what's been said because it's all true. It was fabulous. But I especially want to give a shout out to our leaders, Gregory and Robin, who had opportunities to speak and teach people, and they did such a great job. I think they just gave me a lot of confidence in our team and in my ability to really invest time and energy into this company and into building this as part of my life. So I want to thank them and give them a shout out. And I told Gregor he did a great job, and they did live younger proud, I think. Also, just something I'm going to do next year. So everywhere you look, there are testimonials. There's 1,100 amazing testimonials in that room. So Tammy Ryman, next year we're going to take some cameras and do little short interviews and record some of these stories, because they are amazing and they need to be shared. And my, one of my big takeaways is that just a reminder that so many people need these, need X39. So many people need this help, and it's affordable. And there are no doctors on earth that can really do this, except for those that give very expensive injections. And so just a reminder that, open your mouth. The worst somebody can say is no, but you may absolutely change and bless their life for, forever. And I'm just glad I was able to meet a bunch of people. So fun to meet Kira and Julianne and I don't know, I could name you all, Sunwolf and John. Those are some fun guys. So loved getting to know you all. So look forward to the next one.
Thank you, Barbara.
Bye.
What came to my mind when you shared, Barbara, was just let's stick it and roll. Just stick it and roll, as one of our keynote speakers said.
Exactly. That was powerful. That really was
Stick it
powerful.
and roll, people.
It is not complicated.
It's not
And,
complicated.
Let me say one sentence after that. A lot of people, she's right, a lot of people make it more complicated. And, as a doctor, a lot of people ask me questions. What should I do for this condition? What should I do for that condition? And it doesn't need to be so complicated. Really stick it on their skin and let the patches do their thing.
Beautiful.
Never be afraid of sharing because you're not sure where to tell them to put it.
Absolutely. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. Thank you, Barbara.
Mhm.
Robin and Gregory, we're going to end with you. Hello,
Oh
beautiful.
my. And that was beautiful, Barbara. And it's like, okay, you deserve to live longer. You don't. It's like,
Right. Remember that?
I think we're all
You deserve. That was
going to
hilarious.
remember that one. It's like, no, I'm not going to share with you because you don't deserve to live longer.
You don't deserve to live younger and longer.
It's like, and really that is, what we're here for, is to improve the quality of people's lives. And okay, tomorrow night, we want to hear from you. So like Gregory said, please reach out. It's when it's so fresh after the experience is when we want to capture and share. So please reach out to me. Say you want to be on the call tomorrow night and you want to talk about XYZ, so we can have a nice variety of people. If there are certain speakers that really touched your heart, changed you, whether it was, one of the distributors or one of the guest speakers or one of the corporate ones or the change in the website, whatever it is, what is it that was a highlight for you? And to be brief, because we'd love to hear from a whole lot of people. So we love this wrap-up call. It takes quite a bit of coordination. We're traveling today, so do text me. And I think everyone has my number, or email or private message, however you can reach me, that would be great. And we'll coordinate this. And we want.
And in the title, put testimonial.
Yeah, testimonial.
Tuesday
Yeah.
night
Yeah,
testimonial.
Yeah, don't email because I get way too many emails. It'll get lost. Private message or text and let me know. And because we'd love to get a highlight from a lot of the different dimensions, whether it be someone saying, oh my God, the gifts they gave us were mind blowing, which they were.
I guess Robin needs a break. It was a very emotional time for all of us. We all had tears from time to time, tears of joy and gratitude. So thank you, Michelle, for doing such a wonderful job this morning, and can't wait to see you all tomorrow night on our Shine Convention wrap-up.
And highlights.
And highlights.
Yay.
Yes.
Oh, someone in the chat, Robin, said, please give your contact info. You're asking people to text you. Would you like to put your number in the chat, Robin?
Just message me. Send it on Messenger.
On Facebook Messenger. Okay. So
Yeah, that would be
message Robin if you would like to share tomorrow night. We'd love to hear from more of you.
And if you.
All
have-
right.
Yeah, great.
If you have her text, you can text also, but Messenger,
Yeah,
you know,
and we're-
everyone's got access to that because you're all in Facebook and we're all in Facebook together. So
yeah.
any of us can message any of us within
Yeah.
Facebook.
And we'll be in transition. We have to be out of our hotel room in 20 minutes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So, yeah.
I
this
guess I
is
gotta
news-
go- better
news
go
to
pack.
Gregory. So we're gonna get rolling over here. Stick and roll.
Okay.
Yeah, one of our distributors years
I'm
ago,
gonna
she-
pack and roll.
She goes,
Pack and roll.
this is the easiest compliance thing ever. It's peel and stick. You
Yeah,
know, and so however you want to do it, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a very, very, very bright future that we get to share with each of you. So
Thanks,
Very bright
everyone.
future. Oh, 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night, everybody. Someone was
right.
asking.
live
right.
younger Zoom. Yes.
Live Younger Zoom.
Not
Live
getting the newsletter, it's in Live Younger Success. The archive is there. You can click on one of those, click at the bottom, add to the list. You'll be on the list. Teach your people. That's where a lot of the information comes from. So a lot of your questions will be answered there. So please use it.
Please use the newsletter. Yes, check your newsletter, everybody.
And
We
I
love
doubt-
you.
I don't know if we're gonna have a newsletter today, so.
Probably.
Okay, you guys are
We'll probably have one
excused.
tomorrow.
Robin and Gregory, you're excused today.
But we
Okay.
might do just like a single thing, be on the call tomorrow night.
Okay.
From
All
the
right.
airport.
Love you all. Keep
Bye.
on patching. Keep on shining.
Hi, thank you. Love you guys.
Bye.
Thank
you.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Yay, thank you.
Gregory, safe travels. Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you guys so much.
Safe travel.
Thank you.
We need to-
Great to see you in person. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
We love you.
Love you.
Safe travels, Robin.
Safe travels. Thank you.
Safe
travel. Safe travels.